Hello, my name is Rick Blessing. I have been with the Stark County Beekeepers Association for at least 25 years, and I've been keeping bees for at least that long. I'd like to welcome you to the Stark County Beekeepers Association Basic Beekeeping class. We are going to do it a little differently this year. We are actually in partnership with the Ohio State Beekeepers Association. So you're going to get a little more bang for your buck. You're going to get our basic bee class, as well as the OSBA internship for beginning beekeepers. So who keeps bees? Hobbyists, individuals, families, farmers, retirees, commercial beekeepers, bees for hire, honey, other hive products. Various reasons for keeping bees. We're going to concentrate today on pretty much the fun and hobby of beekeeping. There are probably about 115,000 to 125,000 beekeepers in the United States, and the vast majority of those beekeepers are what we call hobbyists or backyard beekeepers. Those beekeepers are beekeepers with fewer than 25 hives. Why keep bees? Well, there's a lot of reasons to keep bees. I think, in my opinion, the biggest reason for keeping bees is to keep the species alive. We are losing bees over the last 9 years at a rate of about 30%, and I think it's a little bit bigger than that. But a big part of keeping bees is the pollination. 1/3 of the global food supply is pollinated by either honeybees or pollinating insects. They pollinate apples, fruit, vegetables, almonds, nut crops, etc., etc. If it weren't for honeybees or pollinating insects, we would have a whole lot less of that in our system. Honeybees also probably pollinate about 80% of the flowering crops in the United States, and they're probably have a direct impact on our American agriculture of approximately $18 billion. So again, why keep bees? Honey, pollen, wax. Lots of people make candles out of the wax, propolis. Bees, like I mentioned before, some folks raise bees to sell bees, and cosmetics. Environmental impact of honeybees. Honeybees are not native to the North Americas. They came over with the Pilgrims back in the 1600s. 80% of the feral bees came because those people would those people raised bees in what we call bee skips. Those bee skips were made out of sticks and straw. So in order to harvest the honey, they had to break those apart. Thus the feral bees. Bees would take off into the woods and make hives in trees. And over the past 30 years or so, we have probably lost at least 80% of those feral honeybee populations, and probably more. So expect to get stung. Sure, you probably will get stung. My recommendation to you is to, if you're a beginner beekeeper, always wear protection of some sort. Um, Always keep a bottle of Benadryl in your bee kit. And if you're really allergic, you might want to keep a EpiPen as well. Um, I'm allergic. I've got an EpiPen that I carry with me all the time in my bee kit. So without further ado, that all being said, let's turn it over to our first presenter. Thank you, and I hope you learned something.